Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my quick guide telling you how all the roles work in Red Dead Online. And before we get started, yes, it is possible to do all three roles at the same time. You could focus on one thing at one time, however, to me it would seem pretty beneficial to try all of them in one go. Now first of all, we're going to be starting off with the Collector. In order to start off with the Collector, what you want to do is you want to go to this location on your map. There you will meet Miss Nazar, who will explain to you in a cutscene exactly what's going on and why she wants to have all this stuff. Once you're done watching the cutscene, you will be able to make the decision to spend 15 gold bars on this. But do keep in mind, if you are someone who has completed all 54 playing cards in GTA Online, then you will be able to get this for completely free. Do keep in mind though that at the time of recording this, it does seem to be that it's not currently the case. So make sure that if you have spent that 15 gold bars on the Collector, to contact Rockstar support so you can get your 15 gold bars back, because this is obviously not the way it's supposed to be. Once you decided to work with Madame Nazar, you will be able to get Collector maps from Madame Nazar herself. These are about $10 to $15, not too expensive, and then you will be able to start collecting the items that she requires. If you are familiar with Red Dead Online and you know exactly how treasure maps work, this is basically the exact same way. You'll get a map, there's 3 locations marked on your map. Each of these 3 locations you will have to go and search through in order to find the item. A pro tip, by the way, is to have your controller vibration on, because that way you will know when you're close to the item. Once you have found the item, you'll simply pick it up and you can either decide to go back to Madame Nazar to sell it or to move on to the other 2 locations. Once you have done all 3 locations, you'll be able to do another one of these maps, but you don't need to purchase another one again. You can simply reuse the one that you currently has. I suppose the only way to get this thing to really work inside of the game was for Rockstar to program it in such a way where you do 3 different locations at a time, and then once you've done all 3 locations, you can do another 3 locations, rise and repeat until you complete the set. Because there's 2 ways you can go about this one. Either you can decide to complete a set, or you can decide to sell them individually. Now, individually, they seem to be quite different in terms of how the value is. Personally, I was using the tailor cards for this example. So, for example, a queen was worth $10, but something like a 10 was worth a little bit less. Now, the collections of these cards seem to be at least $200, so it might be worth going for a collection depending on how much is actually inside of the collection and how much they are worth individually. This is something that I'm going to have to figure out as time goes on, but this is just a quick overview of what exactly the Collector is. Next up is the Trader. Now the Trader works a little bit different. If you want to start the Trader, you have to be a solo player or a leader of a posse, and then make your way to the post office. There you will find a letter from Cripps, and you will find that letter then again inside of your satchel. Once you open that letter, a location will be shown inside of Valentine where Cripps is located, where you can go and have a chat with him. Once you are done talking to Cripps, as a PlayStation 4 owner, you will be able to start this trader role completely free, but as an Xbox user, you're going to need to cough up 15 gold bars. And then after that, you will get the task of getting a wagon down in the Grizzlies and then bring that to your camp. And once you have done that, you're basically ready to go and start your trading adventure. The trader really comes down to hunting and the quality of the pelts and the animals that you are bringing to Cripps. And if you want to have a direct comparison with this, it seems that the value of these animals are directly linked to how you would normally sell them at the butcher. Taking a perfect deer carcass, for example, has a value of 7, which is the same value as you would sell it at the butcher. A quick note about the trader, by the way, is that he does not accept skinned animals. So if you were to strip the deer that is in perfect condition, you are basically putting yourself in a disadvantage. You want to keep the animal unskinned for the most amount of value added to your trader camp. You have the ability to buy resupplies, but this will only give you 25% resupplies for a $20 price tag. 25 items is the minimum amount you need in order to start selling with your small wagon. How much you will need for larger wagons is unknown at the time of recording. More information and more guides and stuff like that about how the trader works and which ones are the best things to go for and locations and all the good stuff. I'll try to figure that out in the coming days and report back to you guys whenever I have this information. And the last one, certainly not the least, is the Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter is basically the simplest one out of all of them. All you want to do really is want to go to this roads location right here, and there you will be able to watch a cutscene, and after this cutscene you will have to cough up 15 gold bars, or if you are a Twitch Prime member, this role will be completely free for you. And if you already are a Twitch Prime member and you're not yet using your sub, by all means feel free to consider me by clicking the link in the description down below to my Twitch page. Furthermore, as a bounty hunter, all you want to do really is have a look out for the bounty posters around the world and just simply select whichever bounty you want to go for. Personally, I had a quick example with me and my posse where we had 2 targets. We kept all of them alive and our reward for that was 17 bucks and 16 gold nuggets, which was a pretty okay payout for something that was pretty simple to do. It took us about maybe a maximum of 5 minutes, which is not all that horrible at all. Obviously, as you progress and get more higher bounties, I'm sure this will increase, but again, this is something that we have to figure out in the coming days. And that was it for this one. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe for much more Red Dead Online content coming to you very soon, and I'll see you all later.